derby in Los Angeles. El Tráfico is here.
The rivalry is called El Tráfico.
Look at this. This is insane.
It's referring to the wonderful system of highways we have here in Los Angeles, which is a fun little play. You know, we're just a short jaunt down the 110 freeway from each other. But I don't understand the traffic part because I don't usually have traffic problems here in Los Angeles. I can usually get anywhere in 15 minutes.
This will be the largest outdoor stadium built in the city of Los Angeles in more than 50 years. With a tight timeline to finish, there's no shortage of hard labor or attention to detail. And in a city built on image, the early reviews are positive from one larger-than-life LAFC owner, motivational guru Tony Robbins.
Wow, there's the city. Holy shit. What a beautiful shot of the skyline here. To be standing over there for the groundbreaking less than a year ago and to be here, and you can't even see it till you go inside and you go up and see the skyline of the city and looking you a stone's throw from the Coliseum. I mean, this is historic, and to be able to build it this fast and to see the craftsmanship and the quality that's going into this, I mean, this is beyond what I think even the owners could have imagined. I know people here are going to be out of their mind when they come to this facility.
LAFC begins life as nomads, playing as visitors for nearly 2 months while waiting for its stadium and practice facility to be complete.
Rossi with a shot. In!
But the road treats them well. After the debut win in Seattle, Bob Bradley's squad throttles Real Salt Lake.
Los Angeles Football Club, it's another victory on the road.
They return to their temporary digs at one of the city's iconic locations, eager to refine the contours of the team's on-field style and identity.
Come on, talk for a few minutes before training. We're on the field today for 45 or 50 minutes. But starting in this part, the concentration of little things has to go up. It's not a day to just talk through training the whole time. Now training has to be better. Don't slow down when the ball comes.
It was very clear he wanted to attack through and up the gut because he believes we can challenge those center backs and get behind and attack and score goals.
It's better, that's better. Yes, finish it.
In sports, few things are harder to build than rivalry. But almost overnight, LAFC and the LA Galaxy, the club based just 12 miles to the south, have become legitimate foes. It is a rivalry some will soon call the best in the city.
Los Angeles is diverse, and yet there's a common thread that so many have a real love and passion for football.
Come on, y'all, it's time to rise up. Get your hands up.
From the beginning, I think we all were excited that two teams in the same city, that is special in football. Oftentimes we talk about AC Milan and Inter Milan, or Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid.
And now the opportunity to play against the Galaxy was a match that we knew would carry extra weight.
We feel like there's room for two teams in Los Angeles. We feel like there's room for us to be the best team in Los Angeles.
The Galaxy, they've been a team where they have gone for big stars. At times, they've been very successful with that idea. They have their way of doing things, and now we have a totally different identity.
We sort of focused on trying to be authentically Los Angeles' team and to do it in our way. The question was, how are you going to compete with the Galaxy?
We have been here since '96. We feel pressure when you have a club that's so close to you coming in the way that they do, sure.
Once we were coming out of the ground and the 32-52 was starting, the question changed. Oh God, what are the Galaxy going to do with you guys?
The game against the Galaxy came at a perfect time for us, or so it seemed.
As much as it was another away game, we knew that we would have fans at this one.
Not just any fans. Before it even had a roster, LAFC sprouted supporters. And no faction is more important than the 3252, named for the capacity in the standing room only north end of the club's new stadium.
The emotions are brewing, just all the organization preparation for today and the unity within the groups, it's just amazing.
Going to Carson for our first match against the Galaxy. So the derby begins today.
Man, this is a game that we were waiting for. Really important game to earn the respect, because respect is earned, not given. And I think this is a great opportunity for the 3252 to earn that respect from the league.
We want to welcome you guys to the StubHub Center. Thank you guys for coming out, showing your energy, your support for your team. I think it's going to make for a good environment today.
You always wait for a derby game. You see it on TV. Now it's our derby. It's our time to shine, and we're going to get them.
Once we got to the stadium and heard the fans, our fans were almost the only ones in the stadium when we first walked out there before warm-ups. The first time we really got to hear them chant outside of some preseason games.
It's 2 hours before the game and they're already in full chant, full drums. They got the whole thing decked out in our supporter section. And we're like, wow, this is pretty crazy. This is a little bit different, a little bit special.
From the start, the work that people who came on board right at the beginning have done by reaching into the different neighborhoods, it really set up well.
Can't believe it, we've arrived. We LAFC fans are taking over Carson 2-3 hours before the game. Just couldn't be happier.
In the world of soccer, which really means the whole world, this man needs no introduction. A football god making his debut in Major League Soccer, just in time to craft an LA story.
I think the big wish of the Galaxy was to play this game. Was important for them, and for me, I think the important thing for me was to come over here and get everything ready to be able to play. But the big wish from Galaxy was to play the LAFC game, obviously, and it happened.
We expected that Zlatan would come into the game, and anybody who's watched him throughout his career, we all know that his ability to come through in the moment is special.
The first ever El Tráfico meeting between LAFC and the LA Galaxy. Just get around them! Get around them!
Well, we started the game well. We had come out to get after the game right from the beginning.
Carlos Vela! That's how you score the first goal between LAFC and the LA Galaxy.
When the ball came back to Carlos, his ability to curl a ball into the far corner is just special. And so to see it happen early in the match, we went crazy.
I was like 1-0. I look at my teammate to the left. I said, nah, we can still do this.
Carlos Vela! It's in! It's over the bar! It's 2-0!
2-0, I look at him again. I said to him, I don't know if Zlatan will be enough for this.
We have fans there, and they represent for us, and we come out firing because they're giving us that energy.
We felt like we were in control.
Playing kind of the same way we were playing against Salt Lake, where, let them kind of come at us a little bit and let them open themselves up, and we were able to kind of take advantage of that.
Orania using his body to get there. He's got Vela open in the middle. If it's going to be an own goal instead.
I mean, the game was going in a perfect way.
It's been that kind of a day for the Galaxy.
It goes 3-0. I said, this will be a long season.
We might have to call this the one-way Tráfico because it has been all LAFC.
After 60 minutes, we had played some great football. We had a 3-0 lead.
Now the chance to get the fourth goal and really finish things off. We got a little casual, made a bad mistake, gave a ball away in the wrong part of the field.
Orozco had enough. Now can he feed it? Opportunity for Sebastian Lletget.
I blame myself big time on that first goal. I wasn't, complacent in any way, but it felt like we were almost trying to be too cute a little bit.
Is it the start of a comeback, or is it mere consolation? They've got half an hour to do something about it.
And so we kind of opened the door.
We weren't really panicked, but it was once that sub bringing on Zlatan, then this crowd started to get into it.
Zlatan, so hey, we go 4-4-2. Okay, so you and Ola up front, Lletget's coming out. So one of you guys can drop in the hole sometimes. Okay. But we need the groups to stay pushed up, okay. Yeah.
It's 3-1, Zlatan's first game. He just signed, I think, the night before. He lands at midnight in LAX. I feel like he just drove to the stadium and suited up and got ready to play against us.
Can he do it again in Los Angeles? Welcome to Zlatan.
This is the perfect time to get him in the game.
The whole atmosphere changed, and you could kind of feel the environment and the pressure building in the stadium.
I was like, okay, it's just one player, right?
Ibrahimovic coming inside, rolled across. Boateng picks it up, weaving his way through. Now his cross, Pontius is there! And the Galaxy are a goal away!
As soon as he comes on, they get a second goal, makes it 3-2, and then everything's, set up for him to make himself, the legend that he is.
I should have recognized, okay, who is it that's on the field? Where is he?
Miller sends it forward, deep into the Galaxy half. Steers with a strong header towards Kamara.
Wherever I stand on the field, I don't need to see where the goal is. I know where it is automatic, so I just needed to wait for the right timing.
Running with Zlatan. Ibrahimovic with Miller off his line!
As soon as he hit it, I knew I was in trouble.
Have just been Zlatan.
It's an incredible moment. And all you can do is sort of tip your hat like that.
It doesn't get much better than this, folks.
We all know the kind of qualities that he has, but at the same time, you still never expect something like that to happen.
He took over the game in that instant, and I guess I respect him even more and maybe hate him a little bit more because of it.
I'll still say that that's a clear foul on Kamara on Dejan, but it's not going to get called all the time, and Zlatan does something spectacular, and so he ties the game up with that ridiculous finish, and then we started playing again a little bit.
Diego Rossi.
Maybe we could sneak the fourth in.
Urania and Chase, Shelvik running with him. Urania able to control, cutting it back. Urania off the post.
It's almost as if the bad dream never happened, but then it just got worse.
Cole picks it up. Cole's cross, Ibrahimovic! Oh, are you serious? You could not write this! You could not write this!
The last second of the game, Zlatan gets his head on the ball and puts in the fourth, and we lose the game 4-3.
It is over. The LA Galaxy with a monumental comeback here in the first ever derby meeting between the Galaxy and LAFC.
It's disappointing to lose, and it's obviously disappointing to lose in that way.
Look, the sun, the moon, and Zlatan were all lined up perfectly, and on that day for the Galaxy, that made the difference.
The man of the moment. He was always going to steal the show.
This was perfect. How do you say perfection?
Just created a nice little Hollywood story for him.
The first game against the Galaxy was the best thing that could have possibly happened in terms of, football in LA and MLS and for Zlatan.
And obviously it was one of the worst things that could have happened for us as a team.
You go from here to like underneath rock bottom in the space of 30 minutes. Teams that haven't been tested can't be trusted. And I think for us, that was the most testing thing you could have very early on in a group. Those are the times that you actually learn more about a team.
After one game, we hate them, they hate us, and it's perfect.